When it comes to gas and having to pay, you may realize that the prices change over time and whether it's cheaper or more expensive, but have you ever wondered why that is? The reason is because when there's a decrease in supply and demand, like natural oil, and the supply falls short in a specific level of demand, if the supply cannot meet the demand at the prevailing price, then the prices must rise to encourage more supply and to ration demand.
Gas is an important input for transportation, so when the gas prices increase, less people want to pay for it and wait until it goes back down. This impacts households as they drive, but also businesses that rely on logistics and transportation chains around the globe. If a discretionary supply is hampered by higher gasoline prices, it can have a knock-on effects throughout the broader economy. Right now, we are at about $90 a barrel, but if you do some research, back in 2006, we peaked at something like 184 a barrel. Another thing that gets affected by the gas prices is the spending of consumers, because if the gas prices get too high, it leaves less money to spend on other things, and it makes it hard to get out to the stores and leads people to online shop. But since the gas prices went up, that means that the cost of shipping of things went up too. This especially affects products that were made overseas and were shipped over to the US, plus plastic products that contain petroleum means that the prices for these items will go up as well.
The largest operating costs for airlines on average are the company's fuel expenses and those expenses related to the procurement of oil. Fuel costs are such a large part of an airline's overhead percentage-wise that the fuel fluctuating price of oil greatly affects the airline's bottom line. When gas prices rise, airlines are forced to increase the price offered to travelers for flights, which may discourage non-essential air travelers and put a further burden on customer wallets. To protect themselves from violate oil costs and sometimes even take advantage of rising gas prices, airlines can commonly engage in the practice of fuel hedging. They do this by buying or selling the expected future price of oil through a range of investment products, protecting the airline companies against rising prices. In conclusion, so when there's not enough gas to meet demand prices, they usually go up, right? This can lead to all sorts of challenges like increased costs for transportation and goods, and it can even slow down economic growth. People and businesses have to get creative and find alternatives or more efficient ways to use gas. It's about adapting and trying to balance those supply and demand scales. It's a tough situation, but it's super interesting to see how it all plays out.